tonight. I thought, Austin Robichaux, after, maybe struggling in the first couple innings, really kind of found himself and, got deep into the game, which you want, from your ace. But disappointing from our part where we didn't play better. Felt like, we played, poorly, gave them, too many opportunities, and it's too good of a team, too good of an offense to give that many opportunities to.
Questions for the student athletes?
Chris, just what wasn't working for you out there tonight?
Throwing strikes, I guess. Yeah, had a little trouble with that, so I got myself in a lot of trouble.
Austin, can you talk about the fly ball that you dropped in center field? Did you kind of lose your eye on it? Can you talk about what happened?
Went up, I was under it, hit my glove, and it bounced out. Just didn't catch it. Just got to do a better job.
Chris, how did that play where he dropped the fly ball? How did that affect you? It seemed like you were rocking and rolling the first couple innings, and then he drops that, allows the run, and kind of got away from you.
Didn't really affect me at all. Some things happen. That'll probably never happen again in his career. They scored 1 run, we had a 3-run lead, and I guess a 2-run lead at that point. And, struck the next guy out, so it seemed like it was fine. It didn't really affect me in any way.
Austin, y'all been a resilient team throughout this season. Do you see y'all bouncing back easily from this?
Yeah, definitely. We bounced back all year, and I don't expect anything less from us, so I think we're ready to go tomorrow.
Okay, student athletes, thank you. You guys can go. Questions for Coach?
Mike, I guess talk about just the challenge of going against an offense like that. You guys don't see an offense that's that unorthodox. Will bunt a guy with 11 home runs every week in the SEC. I guess just talk about the challenge of going against an offense like that, and how do you kind of prepare, your team, going into this week, prepare for that offense.
You're right. You don't see that. I don't think it's necessarily playing in the SEC. It's one of those. There's people that play a short game, but not like that. They got a lot of good hitters in their lineup. They handle a lot of different pitches. I don't know if people give enough credit to just how well they do hit. But I think the key tonight, and again, I said you got to be careful. And what I meant by that is I don't want to take anything away from them. They beat us. They got 11 hits. But I just felt we gave them too many opportunities, and that's what we talked about all week. Is to limit their opportunities, and if you do that, you obviously have a much better shot. I mean, we drop a fly ball, they score a run. We walk a guy, hit a guy, walk a guy to start the next inning. Those 3 guys scored. Then we walk a guy in, and that was the next run. Then we don't field a bunt, give them an extra base runner. And so not only does that give them a base runner, but it's 1 less out, when that home run was hit. And so you can't do that. You can't do that against most teams, but certainly not against that offense.
Specifically, Mike, just more on Chris, what you saw from him and what you thought he was
doing. I thought he kind of lost command there, and I thought he lost a little bit of his composure. And it happens, but it hasn't happened to him all year. And you see it a lot, from guys that sometimes they just, all of a sudden lose their rhythm. And but fortunately, one of the reasons that we're at where we're at is, our 3 guys don't do that. The last time that happened to him, although it wasn't because of that, it was just getting hit, was out of Alabama, and that seemed forever ago. But just, I think, lost his rhythm, couldn't get the ball back into the strike zone.
Mike, I guess what do they need to do in the next 24 hours for the next game starts to kind of get their minds right and get ready?
You got to it's disappointing, obviously. You get to this point, you want to play well. It's about winning a weekend. It's about playing better than the other teams. And everybody's good when you get to this point. You know, tonight, you know, they obviously played much better than us, and we're the better team tonight. But as you know, I think Boz or one of the guys said up here, you know, we got to answer tomorrow and be ready to play. I'd be surprised if we weren't ready, you know, tomorrow. I mean, we've done that all year. It's baseball. Sometimes you get kicked in the mouth. You got to get back up and get ready to play. And we've been able to do it all year, but we need to do it tomorrow.